Jellyfish is Tracy, and I'm doing a very different type of video today. I'm doing a video on my comic book collection, and I just want to say that this is not included in my videos for the week, so like I'm still going to be having my regular 2 videos for the week. I don't actually know when this video is going up, but just saying that, like, I have my still typical Tuesday and Thursday schedule. I just wanted to film this. Basically, I want to just do this intro really quickly to, you know, say a couple of things. The first thing is I'm going to be very clear about the comics that I am kind of in the process of getting rid of, because as a lot of you guys know, I am moving soon in a couple of months, and I want to take the least amount of stuff with me possible. And that includes a lot of my comic books, because my philosophy now on it is I love Harley Quinns. That is pretty much all I read. I have a couple others that I'm going to be hanging on to that are not Harley Quinns, that I'm going to be explicitly clear about, like which ones I love and which ones are going to be in my collection. But there's a lot of them that I'm looking to get rid of. So basically what I want to do is I want to sell a lot of them. If you're interested in any of them, shoot me an email. My email is listed in the down bar below. And just make the title like comic book something about comic books. But basically, and I'll figure out how to do it. I don't know if I'm going to use like Amazon or eBay or like Etsy. I don't really know what site I'm going to use, to be completely honest. I may just do Etsy because I know how to use that, or maybe Amazon because I've also sold things on Amazon in the past. And I can set you like a custom listing if you want like one comic book from this series and one from this. Like I can totally do that. That's like within my power of things I can do. So yeah, like shoot me an email after that. I'll go through every single issue, so you'll see them. But basically, before, when I started collecting comic books, I just kind of bought like series of, you know, whatever kind of thing. And now I'm like weaning down and like really, you know, getting the basic comics that I really like. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk that much about my Harleys because I'm doing a separate video on them because there's so much to talk about and I just want to do a separate video on that. But this is for all like my non-Harley Quinn comics. But for, like I said, for the most part, a lot of them are going to be for sale that are in my box, which we'll talk about when I show you guys my storage. I think I told you everything I wanted to, so let's get into it. So this is my storage that I have in the corner of my room. I have a small comic book box, obviously right there, and then I have a large stack of comics. This entire thing is pretty much full. Basically, there's really not a lot of room, and on top, I have comics, which I will get into, but the first thing of like my books, and I don't have very many of these, but yeah. So the first thing I have is, this one's really cool. This one is, Olympians Hera. I got this for like 50 cents one day when like one of my comic book stores was just having like a clean out. This was really awesome. Very, very sassy and really cool. So this I'm definitely keeping. And then we have this Black Widow book, which I just thought like visually was just really nice and sleek, which I bought. I could totally part ways with this. This was definitely a cool read. It was kind of like a compilation of a couple of Black Widow comic books, but I could totally part with this if anyone is interested. And then I have my comics that are very near and dear to my heart, and they are my Princeless comic books by Jeremy Whitley. I absolutely love these. These really are like my babies. This one is actually signed when I first bought this. Yep, so that one's signed. That is really cool. And I think this... Is this one signed too? I feel like I have another one that's signed. Maybe it's this book too. No, maybe I made that up. I can't honestly remember, but I have book 2. I don't know why I don't have book 3. I have book 4, and then I have the Pirate Princess. So these are all really cool, and I absolutely love these. I just can't really fit them in this current setup, but yeah, I'm not parting with these. I'm obsessed with them. Some of my favorites. So I know this kind of seems a little bit backwards, but I'm actually going to dive into the box first because a lot of these on top are my Harleys, and like I said, I'm doing those in a separate video. So let's hop into the box. So jumping in, I have first Iron Mans. I have like 2 of these. Oh, 2? Yep, I have like 2 of these random issues up there, which these are both I am getting rid of. Then I have some of these Wonder Girl comics, which yeah, I'm gonna part ways with these. I'm fine with like letting these go. And if you guys are interested in these and want more clarification, totally shoot me an email and I can send pictures for you. Like, you know, I'm just doing this because I want these to go to a good home, and I'm really just not interested in keeping these. And then we get into some Avengers that I have. Some of these are from like free comic book days. I just have a couple of Avenger issues. It just got to the point where like keeping up with all of these different comic book series just got to be like too ridiculous, and I just was like, I can't. I was just like, I can't, you know. I got to the point where I was like, I just have to focus on one thing and doing that, and that's basically what I've done. I mean, there were some series that I dropped that I enjoyed, but I was like, you know what? I just can't. Some of these, you know, are older. Some of these are on like the newer side. Like it just, you know, it just totally depends. But I have kind of a mix. Then I have one lone Hawkeye issue. Then I have a couple Incredible Hulk. This one's Hulk and Spider-Man, so that's kind of cool. This one's Hulk and Spider-Woman. Some Batman. Couple Batman, not many. Gotham Central. This one's kind of cool. This one's Batman: The Legends of the Dark Knight, a special Halloween edition, which was cool. Then we have some Thor. A lot of these are, you know, like the cheaper ones that you kind of get and fill a box with kind of thing. So none of these I'm not claiming are much are all very expensive. Some of these are not a lot of like these ones, but I have some that are, you know, maybe a little bit on the pricier side, but and like, you know, some older ones. Back here, these are all Thor, like I said. This one's Thor. Then we have Captain America. Reborn, Captain America and Bucky, my love. More Captain America, Theater of War. This one is like really thick, I don't know why. Captain America. I may have some duplicates in here too, just because of when I was like picking comics out. I just, you know, I was just trying to fill this box set, you know. Then we have, this one's a random one. This one's called Dragon Guard Into the Veil. It's book 2 of the Palace Gardens, kind of a rarer one. I haven't really found anything with that. I have the first issue of Spider-Gwen, which honestly I wasn't a huge fan of. I don't know if this series got better, but this one and all of these that I've talked about are all totally for sale. So is this one. I may hang on to this though if no one is interested and sell it later on when the price goes up. Then I have Catwoman, and I actually have quite a bit of these because I was grabbing these to basically, like, I wanted to get into Catwoman, so I've got like issue 8. I have some of the series. Issue 9, issue 10, 12. These are the new 52. But yeah, I was kind of getting these to, you know, read, and I like Catwoman. I think she's super cool. But I never, you know, I never gone through. Then I have Legends of Red Sonja. And then I have a couple of these, which I don't think I read those. Honestly, I can't remember. A lot of these I got a really long time ago, so it's kind of hard. She-Devil with the Sword. Or maybe, I don't know if that's what it's called, or that's just Revenge of the Gods. Then we have some Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I have quite a bit of Buffy. When I got these, I was like, I'm gonna get them, I'm gonna like, I'll be obsessed, and I'm gonna like watch the show, and like whatever, and yeah, it just never happened. on my list of things to do. It just never happened. So I have quite a bit of these. If anyone wanted just Buffy, like, I would just totally, like, if they wanted all Buffy, that would be, like, so cool, because I have, I think, the most of these, like, of the series. Of all of these, I think I have, like, the most of. Yeah, just, you know, a lot of these. Then I have Spider-Man. I have a couple of Spider-Man. Then I have some Wonder Woman. And then we have Wonder Woman. Which I haven't decided about Wonder Woman yet. I think I'm gonna hold on to these. I don't know. I may hang on to Wonder Woman. I haven't decided yet. But if you like have any questions or anything, just shoot me an email. Really. I haven't really decided on these Wonder Woman issues yet. I'm gonna say yes just because, yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna part with these. Cause who am I kidding? I'm not gonna read them. Like, I'm just being honest, you know? I'm not gonna go through all these different series and try to collect, you know, all of these different issues and read them. Like, I can't. I'm just not gonna do that. I do love Wonder Woman. The movie was incredible. I thought the movie was absolutely phenomenal. Then we have this series. I have all of them. This is called Lady Rawhide. Kind of a rarer, not well-known little mini-series of 5. That I will part with. Then I have the first issue of Starfire. I really wasn't a huge fan of this. This is, I'm pretty sure, first printing. Yeah, this is first printing. Then I have the second issue and the third issue. So yeah, wasn't a fan of that. Couldn't get into it. This I'm going to hang on to. This is pretty cool. This is called Bombshells, and I actually got this signed by the author when I went to Comic-Con one year, and that was really cool, so I decided just to pick it up. I never pursued the series, but I like it for the memory. Then I have Supergirl, who, again, and this one was cool, Supergirls. I remember this issue. This is a series I could part with. Then I have my A-Force, which I liked, and I think I'm going to hang on to these just because I do like them, and maybe at some point I will collect them. Then is where the random things start. So I get into, like, I only have one of some of these issues. Some of these are, like, freebies, like that one was. This is a Lady Pendragon one, which was actually really a cool issue. I have Secret Wars, issue 0, 25th Anniversary Valiant, Damsels, which I really didn't care for. I was honestly disappointed by that. Arabian Nights, Adventures of Sinbad, issue 9. Morning Glory, Manhunter, Resurrection, X-Men Gold, another Manhunter, Suburbia, this one was weird, The Huntress, Prophecy, what is this, Into the Badlands, Phantom Lady and Dollman, Siren. This one was weird. Heart of Empire. That was a weird issue, but the cover was kind of cool. Then we have Masquerade. Lady Death, which I really didn't care for. There's another one. What is this? Time Walker. Sabrina. Fallen Angels. Another Fallen Angels. Fairest. Xena Warrior Princess Army of Darkness, which was pretty cool. Then I have some of these Grim Fairy Tale issues, which I think I'm going to hang on to these. I don't have that many of them, but I do like them, and hopefully I'm thinking of, after I get a couple of these gone and whatnot, I may pursue this as a series. It's a little bit kind of hard. It's not a very streamlined series, at least from what I've seen. I looked into it a while ago, but I have a couple of these issues. I'm definitely going to hang on to them just because I think the art is really cool. I think they do a really good job with it. and I just want to keep these. So basically from what we are gathering from this, and then I have this Magic the Gathering one with a washout art. This is just memorabilia. I'm just totally hanging on to that because of flavor reasons. From basically what I'm remembering of what I talked about, I'm definitely keeping the Magic one. I'm definitely going to keep these Grim Fairy Tale ones. They're, I may keep those Starfire ones just to hang on to later for extra value. These like Starfire ones just because they may be worth something, and there was like a Spider Gwen in there, which I'm going to hang on to. But other than that, I mean, these are really up for fair grabs. They're not going to be very expensive because a lot of these are not very expensive comics, but that is it for this storage. I do actually have a couple of more things to show you, so hold on one second. When I had you guys propped up, I had a huge stack of comic books on here, and the majority of them were my Harley Quinns, but then I have this stack right here, which these are not Harley Quinns. These are just other random comics that are kind of more of my favorite ones that I don't want to put in here. I'm just letting you know, I don't think I'm getting rid of any of these. I'm just showing them to you guys because I want to. The first mini-series I'd like to share with you is a series called Lady Killer. This series was really one of my all-time favorites. I heard about the concept and was immediately like, I have to read this. It's basically about a housewife who is a, I'm blanking on the word right now, but she murders people for money. Like, she works with this agency and whatever. She's got like 2 kids, a husband. It's a really, really cool concept. Like a housewife in the 50s. The series was absolutely great. I had to absolutely get my hands on this. Had kind of a hard time finding it when it came out. I bought it right when it came out. Like, this was, when did this come out actually? Does it say? No, it doesn't say. But it's written by Jolie Jones and Jamie Rich, and this was just a great series. So I have all 5 of these issues, and this series was just like, come on, look at that. Like this series was just great. So yeah, I really wish it would say on here when this came out. I don't remember. This was by Dark Horse Comics, and it was just really great. So that is the first series that I have on the top, and the next mini series that I have that, man, I really wish they pursued this, was the, quote, female Thor, and I'm putting that in quotes just to preface what it is. I know the writer of this, who, I'm totally blanking on who wrote this. Where is it? Over here. I'm blanking on the writer, but anyways, wrote this and was like wants to avoid how people were just labeling it like female Thor, which I totally understand, but just to express it better, Thor is a female in this, and it's really cool. So I have the annual issue in this, and then I have all 8 issues. This, like I said, was a mini series. It was really cool. The first issue was the 3rd printing, which kind of sucks. I for some reason, I guess I blanked when it came out, and I just didn't pay attention to it. So, and like this one was like, I love how they did this like thunderous 2nd printing. I just think that's like really funny. I think they only did that for the first 2 issues, yeah, and then they just stopped doing that. But this series was like super cool, definitely hanging on to it. Really, really cool concept. And yeah, so that is another series that I have. Moving along, I have another mini-series, which I'm so in love with this series, and that was Princess Leia. Yes, I'm a huge not a huge, but I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I really enjoyed this mini-series. It was really sad that they only did, like, again, it was a mini-series. A lot of these I just really loved, and if they pursued, like, these are the series that, like, I would have kept buying from, you know? But they just didn't, so yeah, I have all of those Princess Leia comic books, which were super fun. Then we have the series, which I stopped buying, and not for any particular reason, but that was Power Girl. Amanda Connor, who is the main writer now of Harley Quinn, she wrote this, she adapted it, and it's not that I don't like the writing, it's not that I don't like this, I just kind of stopped reading it. I think I would probably part with these. It's not that I don't care about Power Girl or whatever, I would probably just part with them, just because I have things that I like a little bit better, but I do have the first 5 issues of this. This series has, like, quite a bit out there. Like there's this series is done. This is definitely an older series. I guess she stopped it and then, you know, continued with Harley Quinn. And the last one that I have for this video is the Poison Ivy series. I really, really liked this. I was very excited about this. This is a series, like, if Poison Ivy ever really, like, started to come out mainstream with comics, I would totally buy them. But yeah, this was a mini-series. There were 6 issues. I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, so this was a pretty cool series. So yeah, guys, that is it. That is it for this video. Definitely make sure to check out my Harley Quinn video when I post that. But that is it. That is all I wanted to let you guys know, and I will talk to you later.